JBN, we keep you informed. He knew he wouldn't make it, said wife of fire victim. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items. Daniel Farquharson and his wife Cheryl had dreams of seeing their daughter Daniela enter medical school and were counting down the days till September for the birth of that reality. But in a horrific 48-hour experience, that dream vanished, and the family plunged into mourning and despair after Farquharson became the first casualty of the Havens Fesco service station fire last Friday. At the family home in Mandeville on Sunday, the day of his 60th birthday, where family and friends had gathered to mourn instead of celebrate. Cheryl recounted the moment she learned of her husband's demise. "I was sitting right here when I got the call. All he said to me when I went down there on Friday is, 'Take care of yourself. I am not going to make it,'" said Cheryl, Farquharson's wife of 26 years. Cheryl said he was eventually transferred to the University Hospital of the West Indies the following day, where he was admitted to an intensive care unit as he had suffered third-degree burns all over his body. She had traveled behind the ambulance into Kingston, clinging to the hope that her husband would have recovered from his injuries. "They took me into the room, and I see about 10 doctors around him, and they were telling me what they were doing and what they were giving him. One of them told me the bottom line was that in her opinion, he was not going to make it," she recalled in a soft tone. Cheryl and her daughter said the turn of events came as a surprise to them because Farquharson was fighting to remain alive. When he was going into the ambulance, he said he was going to be strong because he wanted to see her in her doctor's uniform, the white coat, and he laughed and said he was going to fight. Cheryl stated, "I know that leaving Mandeville Hospital, he was in severe pain because he cried the whole night," she added. Cheryl said she had been hearing different stories as to why her husband was at the gas station and was therefore unable to piece together the full picture. Cheryl said that she and Daniel were looking forward to attending the funeral of Navia Sinclair, the 27-year-old woman of Brinkley, close to Nain in southeast St. Elizabeth, who was allegedly stabbed to death by her ex-boyfriend at her home. Sinclair had moved out of her boyfriend's home and returned to live with her parents because of an alleged abusive relationship. "He's right upstairs Navia live, and him say, 'Navia funeral can't miss me.' And see it there, one tragedy after another." Meanwhile, Baron Smalling, who assisted Farquharson to the hospital, is livid that his friend had been left suffering with no help after he had been badly injured in the explosion. "It was so sad. Everybody there taking picture. Nobody was there trying to help him. I used my body and block a vehicle and say, 'Help, help, help. Can you help this man?' And everybody just taking picture," Smalling said, mentioning that he had left his car at a distance and was unable to retrieve it. Smalling said he eventually saw someone he knew and was able to put Farquharson into a vehicle and rushed him to the hospital. Cheryl is pleading for videos and pictures of her husband circulating on social media to be taken down. Farquharson could be seen on videos with burnt patches on his body, the event of the horror he had experienced at the Havens Fesco gas station. "I'd want them to take it down. I don't want to remember him like that," she said. She wants to remember him as a hard-working man who looked after his family. He was an extremely good father, good provider, good husband, and trust me, right now I am wondering how I am going to manage. If I have a plumbing problem, he fixes it. He doesn't call anybody. He fixes everything. Cheryl said she had no idea how she would be picking up the pieces after her husband's death. "I can't even think about the funeral arrangement right now. I am just here thinking he would wake up and that it was not true," she said. JBN, we keep you informed. Please remember to subscribe, like, share, leave us a comment and click the notification bell to receive our daily news items.